I just finished it. Holy. Holy shit, everybody. Why did it take 35 years for us to get a Predator movie this fucking good? I mean, despite my own wanting, after what has been many, many missteps in this overall franchise, I am not sure if the timing could be any better. This movie was not only fantastic from a storytelling perspective, but a huge step as far as Native American representation goes. Amber Midthunder, who, if you're not familiar, is probably the best character on FX's Legion. She kills it. Get it? After more than 3 decades of a series that went in every single direction to try and find its footing, which all started with essentially the birth of the ridiculously over-the-top 80s action movie. I mean, anytime you see a parody of like 80s action movies and there's just ridiculous over-the-top explosions and guys busting into rooms and filling it with machine gun bullets even though there's only one guy in the corner, all that shit happened in the original Predator. I mean, there's a scene in this movie where Arnold Schwarzenegger throws a knife into a guy, it impales him against a post, and he tells him to stick around. And then after a little bit of fun that was Predator 2, we get the precursor to all things fan service that was Alien vs. Predator. Only to have 2 iconic film series get turned into essentially a bad slasher movie in Aliens vs. Predator 2. And for the record, these movies and the Predator films which came afterwards were sort of the beginning of studios just hinting at movies they might make and then completely abandoning them and going, well, we don't really need to make that stuff, even though we said in the last movie that we were gonna. And then we ran the gamut of the ever so popular, hey, let's just slightly change the title of the original movie and toss in every single trope that you might find in a Jurassic Park sequel, and we'll have ourselves at least a half-assed movie that we got with Predators and The Predator. To be completely honest with you, I don't think I ever saw The Predator from 2018. And after all of that green neon, blood, Gary Busey sweat, and Arnold Schwarzenegger tears, we get this. This masterpiece. I'm going to use that word because this was a masterpiece. This movie looked beautiful. Everyone in it was fantastic. And the story unfolded so naturally and amazingly that by the end of it, this fight is earned. And there is a line spoken towards the end that if you do not pump your fist and get out of your chair, you were not born in 1980, which I was. This movie was way better than this. This movie was way better than this. This movie and the people in it and the people who made it were way better than this.